Well, it's still a highly electrified night with lots of lightning, thunderstorm activity. And the good news is that the severe weather threat has wound down. But look at the horizontal rain curtains that are occurring at Boonville Elementary. That just shows you how strong these winds are that are coming in. We still have severe weather across the area, but the tornado potential is starting to wind down. You'll notice a lot of lightning though. And by the way, here's the Walmart amp. Isn't it a good thing that concert wasn't tonight? I mean, just think of all the people that would be driving around. I know, unfortunately, that they weren't able to reschedule. I know Halsey fans are bummed out about that. But here's a look at this storm system from Boonville. Look at how strong those winds are, just torrential sideways rain. This, by the way, is from our Boonville Elementary WeatherBug Network camera. We'll take a look at the radar here shortly. And just a dangerous situation here for areas that are in the river valley. Before we get to that and we get to a radar tour, I got to show you some of the shear tracks that are out there. These are 1 hour rotation tracks, meaning where the storm rotated, and this prompted the tornado warning in Delaware County near Colcord, and then there was a tornado warning that was by Tahlequah. That was the first storm of the day that really started to ramp up and touch down. And there was also one by Gore in Sequoyah County. We'll take a look at that. But there's the circulation as it moved into the west side of and northwest side of Washington County, which, by the way, there's damage reported in Cincinnati. Here's the track as this storm came through an hour later. This is from 6 to 7 o'clock in the evening. Here's the rotation track moving into southwestern Adair County that produced damage near Gore and on the northwest side of Sequoyah County. And then this was the storm that was tornado warned as it tracked across Adair County, Washington County, rotation. We know it was a tornado. We could visibly see it even at times on our WeatherBug Network camera from Lincoln. But the strongest circulation was as it crossed the south side of Fayetteville near Greenland, exit 58, producing damage, and then continuing northeastward, crossing Highway 16, some tree damage there, very close to the Stonebridge Meadows subdivision. Boy, what a scary situation that was. And then we had a storm that came into the southwest side of Fort Smith as we were tracking a confirmed tornado that was touching down south of Washington, south of Fayetteville. But there's a rotation track. We know we have Shady Grove that had damage in LaFleur County. So there's going to be multiple areas that received damage. Let me take you through a live radar, 6-hour radar loop. There's the circulation approaching Benton County. We got several storms along the leading edge, rotation. You got rear flank downdrafts that were enhancing the rotation, and still a lot of storm activity. Now, here's the current radar. If you're wondering about severe weather in Benton and Washington County, we're done. It's over. But you can see moderate to heavy rain still continuing and plenty of stratiform lightning associated with that. But we do have severe thunderstorm warnings that are on the leading edge of this, Newton County. However, we'll look at real quick the rotation, see if there's any type of circulation with this. This is just basically becoming a wind event. We work our way down to the south again, and let's look at the reflectivity. Again, Boonville picking up on that rain and thunderstorm activity. All that wind was going in one direction, but you'll see here Boonville now experiencing maybe even a little bit of a small hail core in Logan County. Working our way southwest of that, Waldron about to experience a storm, a little bit of small hail as well, and we work our way southwest of that. Severe thunderstorm warnings for southern LaFleur County. I do want to mention this is McCurtain County. Zach, let's do this. Let's put on the rotation. Let's see if there's any circulations that we need to watch. One that's approaching Polk County. That's going to be very close to Mena, and a little bit of an elongated rotation, but this is all cold pool dominant, but maybe a circulation just to the east of Boonville. So here's your timing of the rain tonight. We're starting to drop off on those rain chances, and that will be going way down during the morning hours. No more severe weather tomorrow. It will be noticeably cooler, and we'll show you that here when we take a look at a future track radar. But here it is from Rogers. You'll see plenty of lightning off of the distance. There's temperatures in the lower 60s, dew points around 60, southeast winds at 14 miles an hour. Our Kisser WeatherBug Network camera showing low clouds, some lightning off of the distance. This, by the way, is the storm that's moved through the Fort Smith area. Look at how the temperature change has taken place. So say goodbye to the severe weather in terms of the tornadic potential. All that energy is moving out. What an intense system. Here it is, an upper level system. We knew the energy was moving in. You can see the thunderstorm activity just erupting, which is causing tremendous rain, flash flooding. There's the warm front and the dry line. Now, one thing we do have to watch is as the cold front comes through and catches up with the dry line, there could be additional storms that pop up of the lesser severe variety, but nevertheless, we're still going to watch the threat and maybe additional storms will develop. In fact, you'll see this on the future track as that moves east. Watch what happens when the cold front moves in. Maybe additional storms start to pop up in some locations in the river valley, but that will be of the lesser variety just because it doesn't have as much fuel. Still a level 4, but I think that's over. That's done, and that risk is over. We still have along the leading edge still the potential for a rotation to crank up, but I think that threat is also winding down as you see those rotation tracks coming through, and then that's going to be the end of it. One of the things that's not done is the excessive rainfall forecast. We got a moderate risk of excessive rain. It started during the early afternoon. That energy is moving out, and that's going to be the end of our severe weather potential. However, we do have more energy coming in by the end of the week, and that's going to lead to more rain and storm chances. You can see that developing on the European model. Lots of shower and storm activity popping up across the area, and so that's going to lead to multiple rain chances. So here's your extended outlook. 30% chance of rain for Friday, Saturday, and your 7-day forecast does show that storm activity for late week. As far as storms for midweek, that's going to be dropping off, so some good news there. And a much better day tomorrow. Breezy, though, behind this system with a westerly wind, 10 to 20 miles an hour. Wednesday, we're in the upper 70s. Thursday in the lower 70s. Northwest flow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Memorial Day, still having that potential for thunderstorms. However, that storm system not going to have as much fuel and energy to work with. Remember to download our Weather Authority app for the latest, so you can also send in our photos, videos on our website. Go to fox24news.tv, go to submit your weather photos. We would love to see them. We'll be right back with more Fox 24 News at 9 after the break.